Street Talk. This is Eric from the Eric Street Photography blog. I wanted to share some personal thoughts on how to make your dreams come true. So, the sad thing is, when we're all born as children, I think we're all born as artists. And the problem is, as we're getting older, how to stay an artist, as what Picasso said. What dream did you have when you were a kid? I think we are all given dreams when we were children, and as we get older, they're just beaten out of us from our teachers, our parents, and from society in general. And even now as adults, it's kind of frowned upon to have a dream. And like, even for me right now, I'm like 29 years old, I'm close to 30. I meet other people kind of my age, and you ask people, it's like, what's your dream in life? And people just kind of feel uncomfortable about talking about it because very few people in the world are able to follow their dream. So to start off, just kind of think to yourself, what kind of dream did you have as a kid? And if your childhood self looked at you right now, what would he or she think about yourself? And I don't mean to make this presentation as a way to kind of guilt yourself or make you feel kind of shitty about yourself, but rather to reinvigorate yourself and re-engage yourself into following your dreams. So I think there are good dreams and bad dreams. So bad dreams, like I want to have $1 million, or I want to drive a matted out black Maybach Mercedes-Benz, or to have 1 million followers on Instagram or whatever. I think the best dreams are the ones that you could pursue, that you could achieve today. So I think it's important to define your dreams in a more practical way. So for example, let's say your dream is to become a full-time photographer. You want to kind of ask yourself, why do I want to be a full-time photographer? I think most people just kind of want to make more photographs. And so maybe your dream isn't to be a full-time photographer, rather it's just to make more photos. So just even using your iPhone or a point-and-shoot camera, something simple to make photos today. And even with photography, it's really less about making photos that will give you a bunch of likes on social media, but rather making photos that make your soul sing and to elevate your spirit, that just kind of empower you and help you see the world in a good way. Also, let's say your dream is to be a novelist or write a book. That's kind of a distant goal that doesn't really make sense. What's more realistic is, write a paragraph or write a chapter in your book or publish a blog post. So think about how you could break down your dreams and make your dreams, your smaller versions of your bigger dreams, achieve today. Why have a dream? So Martin Luther King Jr. once said, I had a dream, and he talked about his dream in which black and white people and people of all different races, colors, and ethnicities and backgrounds could live together hand in hand. And I think it's important to have a dream, because if you don't have a dream, you don't have a reason to wake up in the morning. You don't have a reason to push yourself. You don't have a reason to self-empower and learn in order to help others. And even now, I would say my dream is I want to help other people become the best version of themselves. I've been lucky enough to achieve most of my dreams in life, which is a combination of traveling the world, teaching, having a popular blog and whatnot. But really, at this point, it's really to empower other people through free information. That's why everything on my blog is open source. And I think, you don't have to have a dream, but I think it's important to have a dream because it kind of reinvigorates that inner child in you. In order to believe in yourself, in your dream, and I'm going to skip around a bit, it's kind of to know that the amazing thing about being a human being is that we have no limits. Meaning, once upon a time, it was the dream of all men to fly. So if you look at a lot of Leonardo da Vinci's old sketches, he had all these ideas for flying machines. And now we've achieved that dream because someone was like, no, I believe that we could fly. Impossible is nothing. And they kind of went out and did it. And so I think it's the sign of lower human beings who don't believe in the impossible, because if it weren't for having these crazy, impossible dreams, we wouldn't elevate the rest of the humankind and society and to try out crazy shit. It's really hard to stay motivated when you're pursuing a dream. I know for myself is, there are honestly certain days I'm like, man, I'm drinking so much coffee and I'm working really hard, and is this really helping anybody else? And it's easy for me to get discouraged, but the thing I always try to remind myself is, as long as I'm helping one other human being, I'm kind of doing my job as a person. For me, I believe life is about empowering others and just giving yourself the bare necessities to survive. So even now, I'm a lot wealthier and have a lot more money than I had in the past, but still, I know all I need to be happy is the love of my friends, family, my close ones, and Cindy. Most of my diet is just eggs and meat, coffee, and that's pretty much it. And as long as I have a Wi-Fi connection, I'm happy. And often when I share things on social media, my blog or YouTube, and I don't get as many likes or followers or comments as I think I should, I just try to remind myself, as long as I'm helping one other human being, I'm kind of doing my job. And so for you, in terms of following your dream, I kind of assume that your dream has the goal of somehow helping other people, because if you're helping yourself, you're not really helping anybody else. I'm very lucky that I was born in America because we were encouraged to take risks. So being a kid, my mom and my teachers are always like, follow your dream, follow your passion, you could achieve anything. And I kind of assumed that was everywhere in the world, but unfortunately not. I know in Asian culture, and I'm Korean American, there's kind of this phrase, it's the nail that sticks out the most needs to be hammered in the hardest, which really sucks if you're born in that kind of culture. If you want to achieve anything epic in life, you have to take more risks. And a risk doesn't mean something like super crazy, like jumping off a bridge or going bankrupt. It's just taking little small measured risks which help you take a step towards your dream. So often it's the risk of just looking stupid. So publishing a photo that people might not like, or making a blog post that people might not approve of. But in order to take a step towards your dreams, you want to take more risks. Milk your day job. So if you're watching this, I'm kind of assuming, you have a day job or you're still a student, whatever it may be. A lot of people kind of frown upon pursuing your dreams in life while having a day job. I think it's the best. I mean, if anything, it's probably better to have a day job where you're doing a minimum amount of work and it's really easy and you're still getting a paycheck. And so milk that day job all it's worth. I know for myself personally, when I used to have a 9-to-5 office job, I would just try to do all my work as quickly as possible, and for the rest of the day just pursue my side passion, which was blogging, building up social media presence and whatnot. And even some of the greatest people in life, Einstein, he had a boring 9-to-5 day job as a Swiss clerk patent office while he came up with the theory of relativity. So if Einstein could do it, we could do it too. So know that it's not about necessarily quitting your day job and pursuing your passion or your dream full time. Sometimes the goal might be just to do the minimum amount of work necessary at a job not to get fired, and once again, use all the extra energy, attention, and focus you have to pursue your passion. Doubting yourself. It's easy to doubt yourself. I know for myself, there are a lot of times I doubt myself and I'm like, man, am I really doing the work that's going to really help other people, or am I just repeating myself? And often self-doubt creeps in. One of the best ways to overcome self-doubt in practical sense is learn how to deadlift. Second thing is listen to a lot of empowering music. So I know a lot of people like to listen to rock music. I personally like to listen to hip-hop music. I'm a big fan of Kendrick Lamar, Lupe Fiasco, Kanye, Jay-Z, etc. And to know that just essentially make the art and make the creative things that bring you happiness and joy. Don't really care about what other people think about you. Think about what you think of you. Impossible is nothing. I don't know if this is Adidas or one of their goals is if you eliminate the word impossible from your life, you could do anything. If things are not going well, pivot. So you might have a dream in life, and if it's not going the way you wanted it to, think about how you could pivot, how you could change your direction. So if you're a boxer, you want to stay light on your toes, move left and right, and quickly move. If you're a race car driver, you have to pivot left to the right on the racetrack if things aren't going the way that you want them to. Also think about your dream is ultimately what is your end game. I think a lot of us have the wrong ideas. Oh, my end game is just to retire and just sit on my butt and do nothing all day. No, I think most of our end game is to have the opportunity to do more creative work, to express ourselves more, to empower more other people. So think about the end game and think backwards and how you could achieve that dream in your life. Pump yourself up. Once again, I like to listen to a lot of empowering hip-hop music. Currently, let's see, so one thing I recommend if you want to pump yourself up, go on the YouTubes. Really like this this video I watched with Kanye. Let's see. YouTube.com. Black skinhead Kanye. So if you need something just really quick to pump you up, watch Black Skinhead. Kanye to me is the best person to get you pumped up. And you could. Okay, so that's enough of that. Tip 13, do the smallest thing today towards your dream. So once again, if your dream is to be a writer, just write and publish a blog post. If your dream is to be a full-time photographer, I recommend build your own website portfolio. So go on bluehost.com, set up a free, or not free, it's not free, it's like $10 a month. Set up wordpress.org. I recommend the Genesis theme, that's what I use on my blog, and advertise your services. So think the smallest possible thing you do today towards your dreams. And the last thing is, like Nike, just do it. It's either do or don't do. Ideas are not worth anything until you put into practice. So another thing my buddy Justin Lee taught me is don't talk about your dreams or don't talk about your ideas in public, because psychologically when you share your dreams with other people, I think you're actually less likely to do it. So just keep it in your own mind and think about the smallest possible actions you can make today to achieve your dreams. And ultimately, believe in yourself. I believe in you. Society believes in you. Your friends and family believe in you. Just pump yourself and just do it. All right, guys, until next time, peace out.